All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Essential Island Living weekly builders call. Today is April 18th, and tonight's topic is going to be about the power of three bonus. And no matter where you're at in your business journey and sharing journey, this bonus is a great way to help you structure your team. It's also a really nice bonus to start out with because once you hit that bonus for the first time, hey Chelsea, once you hit that bonus for the first time, you're getting, a check that pays for at least half of your monthly order if you are placing, a 100 PV order. So the power of three bonus, your $50 bonus is a great way to help you with structure and also a really nice bonus to help you, offset your monthly order. Then when you start moving into the $250 bonus, that's when you really, it's really kind of a game changer. And you're now paying for your order. If it's a 200 PV promo month, you're paying for your whole order. And then a few years in, and I mean, again, everything is relative to how quickly or slowly you build your business. Your $1,500 bonus is literally like, how is this even happening? Kate and Kanani just hit theirs, I think, towards the end of last year, maybe. Wait, hold on. I muted you, Kate. When did you hit yours?
Summer, July.
Summer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mom. So this bonus is really a game changer. You can ask Kate. I mean, the first time she got her check, it was like, what the heck? So we're going to talk about this bonus tonight as a way to, hold on. Somebody wants to say hi to her Grammy. Hold on one second.
It's Tatum Jean.
She should be sleeping. Okay. So, I wanted to just chat about this bonus a little bit and just the power of it because as you're sharing and as you're helping other people share, this is really your first, in my opinion, sort of goal. You wanna prepare, you wanna invite, you wanna present, you wanna enroll, and you wanna support. And while doing this, you want to help people to get their $50 bonus. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit more about this bonus. I'm going to share a tool with you that can help you stay organized and on track for this bonus. And then we're going to talk about where each of you are in this journey and what your next steps are. So let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. And I have... Okay, I'm working. Please stop. Okay, hold on, you guys. This always happens to me. All right, so here is a power of three planner. And this one is actually filled out, but this comes right from the train guide. And I just got some of these in, so if you need one, but if you go to Share Success as well, they have a blank one that you can download. So I really highly suggest, no matter where you're at, even if you're just working with your $50 bonus, to use a graphic organizer like this to help you keep track of your bonus and where your holes are at. So this is where you go, okay? And this tells you the green is where you would write in your existing PV and the PV needed. Now remember that in order to get your $50 bonus, you need 3 people with 100 PV LRPs, but you also need an overall volume of 600. So you can see in this chart, this person has Sally, Jen, and Mike, but their 3 orders plus her order is still a little bit shy of that 600 overall volume. It's 68 PV shy. Okay, so we always just want to be mindful of that. Okay, and so then here is where you see you keep track of your $50 bonus. Now, This graphic is not necessarily my favorite graphic because you're probably going to have 6 to 8 people on your front line. Not necessarily that all of them are LRPs, not necessarily that all of them are 100 PV LRPs, but this one kind of has you focusing on your builders, all right? And then you can see Sally. You replicate that for Sally so that Sally can get her $50 bonus. And then again, when Sally is getting her $250 bonus, this is where we're filling in for her $1,500 bonus. And you can see where it's clear what the people, who the people are that are ordering, what their PV is, and then where the pukas are in your organization. Kate, do you use this organizer? Do you like a different one?
I use that same structure. Let me actually, I have it right. I just write it out for myself at this point because I know it so well. Here's my last month's one.
Okay.
So I started off with my people, with my people here, then I fill in.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty much the same idea, but I just make my own.
Okay, awesome. As long as you're keeping track, I think the key is that people need to understand that if you're working for any goal, you have to really keep track of it and you have to keep track of the numbers. And as you start building towards your $1,500 bonus, it does take some work to keep track of it and to make sure that your holes are filled every month. Okay. So does anybody have any questions about this bonus and how to keep track of it? Okay, awesome. So what I want to do is I want to go around and we'll talk about where each of you are at with your bonuses, and then we can help brainstorm what your next steps might be. And if you want to share about how you want to help other teammates, builders under you as well, then we can do that. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start down here with Marissa. Is it okay, Marissa, if you go first?
Sure.
Okay. And I haven't looked at your org very closely. So tell me.
Okay. I'll do my best. But
Okay.
I'm a newbie. But I've been getting my $50 bonus Power 3 for I think almost a year, I guess. Okay. And that was mostly, if I can say it out loud, I don't know. I think it was mostly because of Kanani, like Kanani helping me build my team. And then not too long ago, I was kind of, I don't know, I guess it just hit me. I was like, oh, maybe I should, be actually trying to put more effort into this because it's like free money, And so that's when I started sharing. And then I got a couple people on my team. I got my cousin Jenna, remember? And then my uncle's wife, Laura. And so I have a long front line, but I am trying to get to my next $250 bonus. Okay. So my main 3 would be Laura, and she's working really hard. She just got an enrollment today.
She totally did.
Yeah, and so I know that she wants this for herself too. And then my next one would be Marlene, and she's sharing too. It's just she's new at using the oils too, so she's still in those beginning stages.
Okay.
And then for my third person, I was just gonna put my mom because I don't really have anybody else. I mean, my cousin Jenna, when she first started, she shared with somebody, and so I thought she could be a builder, but I think I just annoy her with my text all the time. Like, she never replies. So I'm like, okay, well then I guess my mom's down to be, on my team and building. So again, my mom is very new to my team too. So I'm still developing my team, but my next goal is obviously my 250, and those are my 3 that I'm going to try to push for to get theirs. So
That's awesome. The fact that you know your structure, and that's great. As leaders, I know that Kate and Kanani and I want to empower other people, especially if they love the oils and products, to get their $50 bonus. And obviously, when people get their $50 bonuses, it helps us to get our monthly $1,500 bonuses. So it really is a
Right.
win-win. The fact that you know your structure and understand how to duplicate that process is really the tools that you need. And then you have to keep enrolling, which
Yeah.
you're doing, and have people that are enrolling as well, and which Laura is definitely doing. And I promise you, the first time you get that $350 paycheck, that, you're already like, oh, this is free money every month. Now you're like, wow, this is like decent money,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, also know, you guys, like, say you put your mom there, Marissa, and she ends up enrolling some people and you end up putting some people under her, and say she decides she doesn't want to do it. There are ways to swap legs. People have ghost legs. Before I was married, I was building and I had no builders really. And so I enrolled my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time. He was my boyfriend. He wasn't like my boyfriend. He was my boyfriend at the time. And I enrolled him, and I built his business. And then when we got married, doTERRA only recognizes married couples as one account. And so I gave his leg away to my cousin Aisha. And so just know that, if ever things don't go as planned or people change their minds, there are ways around that. I also know that you've talked to Kanani, and I want you to continue to talk to her about restructuring your front line. So in the beginning, you're putting, and Chelsea, this is probably going to happen to you, where everybody's on your front line because you don't really know who's going to end up doing what right now, and you want to solidify your $50 bonus. Well, at some point, people will pop up as builders, and then those that don't, if your front line's too long, their volume's not helping you towards these bonuses. So there are ways to restructure that. Chelsea, you're probably not at the point where you have to worry about that yet, but I know you see your front line growing, right? So, and I'm excited to hear about where you're at with your bonus, and we'll come to you next. So Marissa, definitely talk to Kanani about that and do some, looking at your organization with her to see who hasn't ordered in 6 months that you can ask to send an email to move, who you might ask to upgrade to a wellness advocate if they're ready to and can be moved, and so forth. So Kanani knows all about that. So yeah. Awesome. So let me ask you this. Do you know how many people away you're from your 250?
Oh God. A lot.
Okay.
Well, actually, it's mostly just my mom now, because Marlene has 4, and I think Laura has 5 now under. But it's really a matter of making sure that they're getting their 50, you know, because I don't know that everybody on their team, like, they're enrolling and that's awesome, but I don't know if everybody on their team are going to be placing 100 PV every month and making their volume. So again, it goes back to the restructuring and like moving people around to make sure that they hit that. But as far as like the people go, I need to start building my mom's team too. So
I love that you know where your builders are at with their people. And then keep in mind, Kate just hosted a class on Sunday. Was it Sunday, Kate? Yeah. And we had, I think, 4 people. 3 were already enrollees. And there was 1 new person who ended up enrolling. So 100% enrollment. Good job, Kate. But the education that the other people received was just as valuable. And so, where you guys are at, help to nourish those networks that Marlene has created, that Laura's created through education, through support, so that they know what they have, know how to use it. So that's another way And if people are active on Facebook, we have a lot to offer them. But if they're not active on social media, they're missing out on a lot of stuff. So try to be creative about ways to get them that kind of information, like Daily Healthy Habits Challenge, or other things that are going on with doTERRA. Okay. Thanks for sharing, Maris.
Of course.
All right, coming to you, Chelsea.
Hello, everyone. So,
Hi.
I think, Marissa, I'm learning a lot from you. I think I'm especially new, but yeah, I think, Liza, I don't have a goal. I've just been really happy. My check just came in of 60 something dollars, and I mean, that should be goal enough. But I'm still learning and grasping all of this building and whatnot. So I think for me, it's just getting all of your insight and what I can do. I do, two of my enrollees are actually, like, they've shared quicker than I did when I started. So one, she said, "Hey, Chelsea, I have a cousin in Canada who wants to join. How do we do that?" She wants to take, partake in the promotion. And then the other one, she's a school teacher as well. So she's trying to talk to her parents, her students' parents too. So I'm like, wait, I'm trying to learn this too. Wait, let me get better equipped so I can tell you what to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm still learning.
And that's okay. That's okay. We're always all still learning. doTERRA is evolving, changing, growing. They're getting better. We get better. And I think that a big mistake that people make in general, like Marissa, you talked about Marlene being new to the oils and learning more about the oils. I think people get stuck with like needing to know it all. I need to know how all the oils work. I need to know how the business works. And the reality is, if people are ready, just let them go and you can figure it out. Is it the most optimal to build the plane while you're flying it? Not necessarily, but you have all of us. You have Kanani, you have myself, and we can help guide and steer all those people. That's what we're here for, if you're not comfortable with that yet. But if those people are ready to share, let them share. Yeah, let them share for sure. So do you know, Chelsea, because I don't know right off the top of my head, I would say your team has about 6 or 7 people on it right now?
I think 6.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And how many of those people are on solid LRPs?
My mom is, I think, 3.
Okay.
So
Okay,
yeah.
that's great. That's good. You want your retention rate to be, I'm sorry, you want your, what do they call it, Kate? There's a number. I think it's your retention rate. You want your retention rate to be about, the average in doTERRA is about 65%. Okay. So we always aim to have about 65% of our organization actively ordering. Okay. And the best indicator of that is the LRP. Okay. So I want you to go map out your $50 bonus for this month. Okay. And if you need help doing that or figuring that out, definitely reach out to Kanani. Who's your enroller, Chelsea? Is it Kanan?
I'd like to think
it's
Kanani.
Khao.
Or Khao. Or either or, the enroller sponsor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So reach out to Kanan and ask her about helping you map that out if you need more help. But basically, it's looking at all your people's orders. And I'll go into my back office in a second, and we can take a look at mine. Sometimes like my back office will be like, what the heck? But just know that you can have the same back office in 5 years. And, I say that because that's how long it took me, but people move a lot quicker too. So I just kind of give everybody my general progression. So can you are you up for that challenge?
Yes, why not? I'm doing a no challenge.
Yeah, that's right. And I just love both you and Marissa, your guys' enthusiasm, and you guys are just like going for it, and it's so awesome, and you're loving it, and that's the coolest part, is having fun with it. Congratulations on doing your first event. How did that go?
Thank you. Good. Okay, there was a lot of questions, so that put me to the test. Not necessarily knowing everything, but to see how my approach, I guess.
Yeah.
And I took all my handouts, all my literature, and I just put it out there.
Good. Did you collect information there?
Yeah, I had a
Good.
bowl of index cards, and so I had them write their info. That
Awesome.
I would just touch base.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So
Mhm.
your goal is to map out your $50 bonus and then to see what you need, where to figure out where your pukas are, you know.
Okay.
Okay? Cuz that bonus steady, you know, fast starts are great cuz they come fast every week, right? If you're enrolling, they come every week. But the true residual to me is building like the bonuses and the unit level. So all right, awesome.
Thank
I
you.
know Alice is getting a lot of no's, which I'm telling her is an awesome thing. And I know that her first enrollment is coming soon. And I don't see her right now, so maybe she's putting down her kids. But Alice, if you do want to share it all, let me know. But I say that your goal is to still keep getting those no's, and then you're going to get some yeses too. So, all right. Mom, you ready? Oh, FYI, you know, if your moms are building or they're on your team, it feels really nice to do that for them, to help them build a team and help them make a steady income with doTERRA. And so there, my mom, hello, is part of my team. And so yeah, so it's never a bad idea to have, because if you're going to be making people money, you might as well make people that you love and care about money, right?
And thank you for that. I know that the team that I have, I haven't concentrated at all on building. It's just now that I have the focus to do something with this business, I know that I have a lot of people. Basically, there's not a lot of steadiness that's in the group or consistency for LRP orders. So I do need to hone in on that. But I think my plan of action is more so to be in touch with Allison and Van and talk to them about, you know, getting commitment out of them for goals. I think that's a good approach for me to take because I haven't really spent time with them, you know, to do anything like that. So.
Do you know where your holds are for your $1,500 bonus? So my mom's been getting her $250 for well over a year, well over that, I think, ever since I've gotten my 15 for sure. Do you know where your holds are for your $1,500 bonus?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So, but like I said, sometimes it's not consistent. So, you know, but paying more attention to it has really helped me. Like I go into the back office a lot.
Yeah.
And I look at it now and I go, okay, well, let's strategize, you know, okay,
yeah.
Where do I need to do this?
Yeah.
Where are we going to need to fill in this month, if anything? But it's, you know, it's a challenging thing for me because it's kind of, where do I start, you know? But I know it's just one step at a time.
Yep. And it's nice because you don't have to worry about Kanani's leg at all, you know?
Yes.
So it's like just those two to focus on. So
yes.
Okay. All right. Doing a graphic organizer though would be really helpful with you because
well, I have that organizer that you talked about.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. All right, awesome. Okay, so your challenge is you got an enrollment this month. That's awesome. I don't know if you're wanting to look to kind of firm up your 250 a little bit more before you start placing. I know we've been placing for 1,500, but then it's like we're filling gaps for 250. So you just have to make that decision about, you know, where you want to put your new enrollee. And then really it comes down to just keep enrolling so that you can put people where you need them.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to figure that out. I was just looking at that tonight thinking, okay, I've reached out to her. She's just really busy with work, but I know that she had a couple of people that were going to come out this past Sunday, and then she got sidetracked, and then the people, you know, weren't going to be coming to the house. Can't. Sorry, brain freeze here. But anyway, I'm just trying to focus on getting that, making that connection to follow up with her to get her on her oils. And I think her oil order probably got there today, if not tomorrow. So I'm definitely going to follow up with her on that.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. Last but not least, Kate, do you want to share any like words of inspiration about your Power 3 bonus?
Sure. I think when I first started, I mean, that was my very first goal, was like, okay, I want to get my 50 because I want to get my oils paid for because I want to keep buying. And so with Liza's help, I think that it happened pretty quickly. And then after that, it was like, oh, wow, what's next? This 250 thing. And as I enrolled people and Liza placed people on my team, I started giving a little incentives away to those who made 100 PV LRPs. And at first, I think I just did raffles. Like, this month I'm going to give away a balance for, and if you do 100 PV LRP, I'll put your name in there. And that seemed to generate some excitement for quite a few months. And that helped me build for my 250. And so moving forward from that was a little bit more daunting because that 1500, there's like 27 LRPs you have to have on that third level, which is kind of a lot. So
Right.
it took me a little bit longer to do that, but it was always like every month just kind of strategizing on, at that point, you got to get into placements and thinking about all that, which is a whole nother ballgame. But always communicating and trying to support and educate those that were on my team. And I was better at it back then, but I would do monthly emails. And now I do it every 2 or 3 months to my whole team. And I would share, here's a diffuser blend you might want to try. Here's what worked for me with my daughters this month. And I would like slide in little pictures from Facebook or just little information. So I would try to keep them up to date on promos and just keep the communication open and support them. So I think thinking back, the education was key, and then also trying to offer little promos just to make it fun and get them to interact with what we're doing.
Oh my God, that's such good advice. I wouldn't have even thought to share that. And that was so good. Your guys' teams, Marissa and Chelsea, where you're at, it's totally manageable for you to have a group text and say, hey, this month, every person that places 100 PV LRP is going to be entered to win a bottle of something. Every time, did you text all your people about the Mother's Day promo? Did you take an image and say, hey, this is a limited time, I'm shocked they're not sold out yet. Like, legitimately, I'm shocked they're not sold out. So I totally agree with Kate. Like, take advantage of that. And then now something that Kate's done, and we've all done, Kate Kanani and I at one point have offered, where we need to fill holes. And Marissa, this will happen to you, like when you're really trying to get that last order for your 250. It's like, hey, if you place 100 PV LRP, I will give you a $20 bottle of whatever you want, or you can choose one of any of these soft gels, or because you can buy those products with your points. And so I know that we've all done that. You'll definitely have to do things like that with your 1500. There'll just be months where if there's no 200 PV promo or something like that. So that's such amazing advice, Kate. And I think not everybody's great about checking their emails. Not everybody is on social media, but most people have a cell phone and check their texts, right? So definitely keep that lines of communication open. And you can start a list, an email list, in whatever email account. I'm still rocking a Hotmail, and I probably will forever. But, I have an email list, and now I have like my builders list, which you guys are all on, and those kinds of email lists. So, you can start those as well too. And I think doTERRA's gotten a lot better with their emails for their
Mhm.
promotions.
Yeah, they have.
But you know, you want to just send and say, hey, did you guys see this? Like, this is so awesome. Like, just bringing that awareness and that education. The Empowered Life series, which we've chatted about a little bit, when there's a new Empowered Life series that goes live, forwarding them that link and saying, hey, check out this on, you know, the Daily Healthy Habits Challenge or Women's Health and Vitality or whatever the Empowered Life series promo topic is. They have archives of all of those. So once a month, you could just send one of them and you could say, hey, if you watch this and you comment to me and tell me what you learned, everybody will be entered to win in whatever. You know, what I'm doing right now with the Daily Healthy Habits Challenge is encouraging people to engage in the content. And then every time I give something away, I'm posting what I'm giving away, what it's good for. So every, like the grapefruit post, I posted things that could be used for grapefruit. The Melaleuca post, I posted things that the Melaleuca touch could be used for. So it's like, yes, people are winning prizes. People love winning prizes, but it's also ongoing education as well. So that's awesome advice, Kate. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, it's 9:03 and I don't want to keep you any longer than you need to. Does anybody else have anything to share or any questions that they want us to tackle on our call tonight? Okay, can I get a big smile before we go? Because you know I got to take a pic. Oh, I love the babies in the picture. I just cannot stress to you guys how much I appreciate you guys showing up for your business. Like, the fact that you're here, that says something. And I can't tell you how much we appreciate it. And we are here to support you. Chelsea, Marissa, you guys remind me how much fun sharing doTERRA is. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Like, you like ground me in that beginning phases of where I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but I was telling everybody about doTERRA. And I just appreciate that. Alice, I love that you're getting all these no's and you're still loving your products and showing up. And I promise you, girl, if you keep at it, you'll get yeses. It's inevitable, you know, you will get yeses. And I love that you know that maybe your warm market is actually not your best market and that you need to start looking into your cold market and even looking into like your family abroad and in the Philippines, you know. And Mom, you've been with me from the start. Thanks for always showing up. I know that once you do it, you'll do it. So anyway, thank you guys all so much for joining us. We'll see you next week. And if you have any, I mean, I'm just kind of winging it in terms of content. If there is anything specific that you guys want me to cover, please let me know. We are anxious and eager and willing to take feedback. Kanani's having a class this Saturday at 4 p.m. at her house. I had to switch the date of our online class for this month. I sent an email today, so check your emails for those updates. And like always, thank you so much for showing up for your business and for your team. So have a great night, everybody. Bye.